Hi, welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new album by Stephen Malkmus and the Jicks entitled Wig Out At Jagbags. Here we go. So Stephen Malkmus was the lead singer and songwriter in the band Pavement. After that band broke up in 1999, he started his solo career and released his self-titled debut solo album in 2001. Since then, he's been pretty prolific, releasing an album every few years. And this is his sixth solo album and his third with his band The Jicks, and it's called Wig Out At Jagbags. And this album starts off with the song Planetary Motion, and it's sort of a spacey, garage rock, kind of psychedelic sort of thing. It's got this blistering dual lead guitar that's really the main hook of the song, and it really kind of sounds like something that Thin Lizzy would do. There's a fairly extensive instrumental break within the middle of this song, and it really harkens back to an early era Steve Miller Band song. It kind of takes you on this little psychedelic trip, but it's really rooted in the blues. I think this song really does its job well in opening up the record and kind of getting you engaged in, and sort of gives you a glimpse into the rest of the album. The instruments are pretty minimal on this track. There's only a couple guitars, a piano and bass and drums, but they really kind of work to fill the whole spectrum of sound. The song Lariat is kind of a country-inspired song with the twangy, sort of jangly electric guitars and the sort of loose feel with the drums. I really like this song because it features my favorite instrument combination, which is a heavy electric guitar kind of playing off of an acoustic guitar. I'm not really sure why I love that sound so much, but to me it just sounds really good. I really like the lyrics as well. It's sort of about the time when you're younger and sort of reminiscing about it, especially with the line, "We listen to music from the best decade ever," which is kind of something that everyone says about the time when they were growing up. It's kind of a nostalgic song, but it's more rooted in reminiscing rather than kind of living in the past and harping on it. The song Chartjunk is probably my favorite song on the album. Just the chord patterns and the instruments that were used really kind of gives you this wall of sound. It kind of harkens back to 70s soul music, but it kind of juxtaposes heavy electric guitars in there, so it kind of takes that soul feel and sort of updates it and modernizes it and sort of takes it as sort of an inspiration but not a direct copy. There are a lot of instruments on this song, especially with horns and bongo drums and a lot of percussion and brass and things like that. And at times that can seem like it's a little busy, and it kind of is, but it kind of gives you this wall of sound. It kind of just washes over you and fills up the whole space. And it works well because when you listen to the song again, you kind of hear things you didn't hear the first time. The song Independence Street is sort of a slower, more ballad kind of song, although the electric guitar is right in the forefront. From what I can tell, this song is written from the perspective of someone who's about to break up with someone, which is kind of a unique take on the whole love in songs sort of theme, which is all over music and all over rock and roll. It's kind of what it's based on. There are a lot of love songs and there are a lot of songs about after you've broken up, but I don't really know of too many songs that are written from the perspective of someone who's about to break up with someone. So it kind of takes that sort of beaten to a pulp theme and sort of gives you a new perspective on it. The song Categories is a slow, bluesy rock kind of song. Although it's pretty short, it only clocks in at just under 2 minutes. It has a great feel with the heavy electric guitar and the B3 organ, which is just a classic sound. I like this song, but I wish it were a little longer. It kind of feels a little incomplete, and it feels like this song kind of has something more to say. It just kind of ends before you really get a chance to really get into it. I think it would have been better to leave this song off of the record and sort of make it a little more tighter and a little more concise. And the album ends with the song Surreal Teenagers, which starts off as a slow ballad kind of song, but really kind of goes through all these little movements, really kind of giving it a sort of a mini opera kind of feel. It kind of tells a story, but I'm not exactly sure what the story is about, and I don't really think you're supposed to know. It kind of leaves everything open to interpretation, but you still kind of know what's going on, just the way the music changes and sort of the dynamics of the song. It closes the album pretty well, I think. It gives you a very clear end point and really kind of wraps everything up. The production on this album is really well done. It feels very full, but it doesn't feel glossy or too polished or anything like that. I like this album quite a bit. There were a couple weak spots here and there, but nothing really too major that I would detract anything from it. It's sort of a throwback, but it sounds very fresh at the same time. So I'm going to give this album an 8 out of 10. So anyway, that's what I thought about the album. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you'd like to suggest an album for me to review, please leave that in the comments as well. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and that's about it. Take it easy.